Hello and welcome to this video on the history of Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, Russia. His father was a factory foreman and his mother was a factory worker. Putin showed an early interest in martial arts and began studying judo at the age of 11. He later went on to earn a black belt in judo. After graduating from Leningrad State University with a law degree in 1975, Putin began his career in the KGB, the Soviet Union's security agency. He served as a foreign intelligence officer in East Germany from 1985 to 1990. When the Soviet Union dissolved in 1991, Putin returned to Russia and entered politics. In 1999, Boris Yeltsin, then the president of Russia, appointed Putin as the director of the Federal Security Service, FSB, the successor to the KGB. Later that year, Yeltsin resigned and Putin became the acting president of Russia. Putin won the presidential election in 2000 and was re-elected in 2004. During his presidency, he worked to strengthen the power of the presidency, increase government control over the media, and crack down on political opposition. In 2008, Putin was forced to step down as president due to term limits, but he remained a powerful figure in Russian politics. He served as prime minister under his hand-picked successor, Dmitry Medvedev, from 2008 to 2012. In 2012, Putin was once again elected president of Russia. During his third term in office, he has continued to consolidate power and crack down on political opposition. He has also been involved in various international conflicts, including the annexation of Crimea from Ukraine in 2014 and Russia's intervention in the Syrian civil war. Despite his controversial actions, Putin remains popular in Russia and has been praised for his efforts to restore Russian influence on the world stage. In 2018, Putin won a fourth term as president of Russia with more than 76% of the vote. However, his election was marred by allegations of voter fraud and suppression of opposition candidates. Throughout his presidency, Putin has been criticized for his human rights record, particularly with regards to the suppression of political opposition, the persecution of journalists and human rights activists, and the mistreatment of LGBT individuals. Despite these criticisms, Putin has remained a prominent figure in world politics. He has maintained a strong relationship with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and has also cultivated ties with leaders in countries such as Syria, Iran, and Turkey. In recent years, Putin has faced a number of challenges to his rule, including protests against corruption and a decline in Russia's economy. Nevertheless, he has continued to maintain his grip on power, and it remains to be seen what the future holds for Vladimir Putin and his legacy. One of the most notable events during Putin's presidency was the annexation of Crimea from Ukraine in 2014. The move was widely condemned by the international community, and led to economic sanctions being imposed on Russia by many Western countries. In addition to the conflict in Ukraine, Russia has also been involved in the Syrian civil war, where it has supported the government of Bashar al-Assad. Putin has also been accused of meddling in the 2016 US presidential election, and there have been allegations of Russian interference in other elections around the world. Despite these controversies, Putin has remained a popular figure in Russia, in part due to his efforts to improve the country's economy and infrastructure. He has also been praised for his strong leadership and his efforts to restore Russia's status as a major world power. Looking to the future, Putin has indicated that he plans to remain in power for the foreseeable future. In 2020, he signed constitutional amendments that would allow him to run for 2 more 6-year terms, potentially keeping him in office until 2036. While Putin's legacy remains a topic of debate, there is no doubt that he has had a significant impact on Russian politics and on the world stage. As Russia continues to assert its influence on the global stage, it remains to be seen how Putin's leadership will shape the country's future. Putin's leadership style has been characterized as authoritarian, and he has been accused of suppressing political opposition and limiting freedom of the press. Critics have also accused him of using anti-Western rhetoric to maintain popular support, and of using Russia's natural resources as a means of exerting influence over other countries. Despite these criticisms, Putin has remained popular among many Russians, who view him as a strong leader who has restored Russia's power and influence on the world stage. His policies have also helped to boost the Russian economy, particularly in the areas of energy and natural resources. In recent years, Putin has faced growing challenges to his rule, including protests against corruption and a decline in Russia's economy. Nevertheless, he has continued to maintain his grip on power, and has shown a willingness to use force when necessary to maintain stability. As Putin continues to shape the future of Russia, it remains to be seen how his leadership will be remembered. Some will view him as a strong leader who restored Russia's power and influence, while others will criticize his authoritarian tendencies and his controversial actions on the world stage. Whatever one's views on Putin, there is no denying that he has had a significant impact on Russia and on the global political landscape. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.